You go to Bahrain today, the suffering, oppressed people of Bahrain, and you ask them, what is the story of a man by the name of Mohammed ibn Isa? Some of you have heard of his story. He has a famous mosque, the mosque of Abu Rumman, the man of the pomegranate. Very briefly, there was a Nasibi ruler in Bahrain who hated the followers of Ahl al-Bayt. He had a wazir, a minister, who came to him and said, you know what, we have to get rid of these Shia, these Rafidis. So I'm going to provide you with evidence that their deen is batil. He said, what is the evidence? He showed him a pomegranate. He opened up the pomegranate, and on it, it has the names of the 4 caliphs in order. He said, surely that's what God the Almighty wants. Yes, He wants the first and the second and the third, and Ali ibn Abi Talib. Therefore, this eliminates and annihilates the madhab and the teachings of the Shia. Now, this ruler calls the heads, the scholars of the Shia in Bahrain, and he says, look, I have evidence that proves your teachings are batil. You have 3 days. You either give me proof, or you do what? One of several things. You either pay jizya, which means you're a kafir, or you leave, or we kill you. One of these 3 things. All of you, the Shia in Bahrain, you have these 3 days. Now the ulama sit together. They say, okay, the only way in which we can do this is by connecting with the Imam, is by asking the Imam. Because why? Because they had belief that he is here and he will help those who call him. And one of them, by the name of Muhammad ibn Isa, or some narration, Sahib al-Bihar says Ahmed ibn Muhammad ibn Isa. Anyway, he goes to the desert, he worships, he prays, he beseeches. A man comes to him and says, what's wrong with you? He says, I don't need you, I'm looking for my Imam. He says, what's wrong? Tell me. He says, I don't want to tell you, my Imam knows. He says, is it because you feel that you as the Shia are going to be kicked out of this country? I'm here to help you. He recognizes that that's the Imam. He says to him, how are you going to help me? Please, I will listen to you. He says, tomorrow you go to this king or this ruler and you say, I have the proof. The proof is in the minister's house. You all go to the minister's house. You enter together. There's a room on the right hand side. You enter with this minister together. Don't allow him to go before you. You go inside the room. You'll find some powder. And you will find some kind of a plate in which he had placed the names of the first 4 caliphs after the Prophet, and had planted it so that the pomegranate comes up with this. You will see this. And what else? Take the pomegranate with the names and just press it and it will turn into powder. And indeed, before the king, this happened. Exactly how the Imam told him. The king said to him, who are you? Where did you get this knowledge from? He said, this knowledge was given to me by our master, the representative of God on this earth, the one who will fill the earth with justice and equity as it has been filled with oppression and injustice. قائم آل Muhammad. And so what happened? The ruler became Shi'i and he allowed the Shia to live. The Imam can be seen.
حجة الله